team continues to amaze me. I mean, somehow, some way, you were out-hit 11-5 in the game, and you win 4-3 in 10 innings. I don't understand this team. They stress me out to no end every day. But they found a way to flip this script so fast. It's nuts. I was ready to come on here and say, Jays have lost 2 in a row. Going into the break, you lost both to the Tigers. Your offense was a complete no-show the entire time. And you lost the series to Detroit. And you're only 7 games over 500. The Rays won, so you're back to being 8 back, and Baltimore won, so you're like way back on them as well. And the Yankees at that point were winning. Boston won as well, so we're like, God, this is horrific. This is an absolutely horrific day. And then the script got flipped. Now, I will explain how in a second here. But didn't start out great. Chris Bassett wasn't very good through 4 innings of work. Bottom of the second inning, an RBI single to Miguel Cabrera. Javi Baez came in to score, making it 1-0 Tigers, and that was 3 straight hits he allowed to start that inning. Somehow nobody else came around to score. Bottom of the third inning, Riley Green hits a solo shot, making it 2-0. Bottom of the fifth, Spencer Torkelson hits an RBI single, scoring Zach McKinstry. It is now 3-0 Tigers in the bottom half of the fifth. Meanwhile, the Jays offense is still sleeping. Still a flippin' sleep. And you're now 3-0 midway through this game. Every Jays fan is like, okay, this feels over. I was working for most of it, and a lot of the times I have the radio on and listen to Ben Wagner on the radio. When they went down, 1-0, and it was like, it was 2-0, when Riley Green hit the solo shot, I was like, you know what? I can't do this to myself. I can't stress myself out this much. I'm just going to turn it off. Now, I was still checking the score app once in a while, and I got updates once in a while. So I saw the 3-0, and I was trying to get updates as well. And at the top of the 7th inning, Matt Chapman drills one off the top of the wall, gets all the way around to third with nobody out. Now with 1 away, Kirk comes up, and he hits a little dribbler to shortstop. Baez goes to first, gets the out. Chapman comes in to score, and the Jays are on the board. It's 1-0. Or it's 3-1, excuse me. They got on the board, they got 1 run. But then I'm thinking, well, you got to score 2 runs in the next 2 innings. The Jays have scored 1 run in the last 16 innings. What makes you think this is going to happen? Baseball, as I said yesterday, is a funny game. Crazy things happen. Top of the 9th inning. Alex Lang going back out there to face Bo and Vladdy like he did yesterday, and he makes Bo and Vladdy look silly as he did yesterday. So there's 2 out and nobody on. And you're like, okay, let's just end this. Put us out of the misery, call it a day, reset in the All-Star break. I don't know. It was horrific. Matt Chapman then walks, but you're like, tying run to the plate. You always hear that, right? Hold on a minute. And then the craziness occurs. Alex Lang, who has been electric in this series, albeit only pitched twice, but each time he has been out there. For the first, 5 batters that he had faced to that point, he had flat out dominated. I think it was like Bo, Brandon Belt, and Vladdy yesterday. Dominated them. Bo and Vladdy to start today, dominated them. Now, Matt Chapman draws the walk, bringing up Danny Jansen. It's a 1-0 count. There's 2 out. You need some sort of heroics.
Jansen with a fly ball that's hit to deep left field. It's a tie game. Down to their final out. Danny Jansen hits his 11th home run of the season, and the Blue Jays have tied it.
Absolute pandemonium in Detroit. And yes, my buddy Rob was there, and I was, honestly, in our chat, I was telling him how, dude, I'm getting a petition written up and getting it signed by as many people possible to allow you not to be in Detroit ever again. Okay, thank you. At least when the Blue Jays are there. But then Danny Jansen flipped the script, and somehow we got a tie ball game. Now, it was funny, right? I still wasn't listening to the radio at this point, so I was on the score app, and they said it was 4-3. And so there was 2-1, and there was a 3-run shot. The Jays had the lead. But then I'm looking at my chat with my friends and everything. They're like, it's tied. And I'm like, what? So I wasn't as excited. But then we go to the top of the 10th. And I was debating which clip to use. But the Nathan Lucas at bat would not happen if Danny Jansen did not come up absolutely massive. Dalton Varsho rips a ball on the ground. Kirky gets thrown out at third in extras. Oh, I don't know why Kirk was running as well. Either way. Now you have a guy at first and 1 out. Definitely less appetizing if you're the Toronto Blue Jays. But up comes Nathan Lucas. Now, for anybody wondering, Nathan Lucas has had 23 plate appearances in the big leagues. 19 at-bats. He has 3 total hits going into today. 1 triple. He scored 4 runs, but that's because he's on, pinch runner quite often. And he has 1 RBI. And he's coming up to bat because he came in for defense. He's known for his defense. And he comes up and gets a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, punches it the other way. It's a fair ball down the line, and Dalton Varsho is on his horse, and he rounds second. He rounds third, and he's standing at the plate. And Nathan flippin' Lucas gives the Blue Jays the 4-3 lead. Oh, this team, I don't understand them, but you gotta love the fight. I don't know. Nathan Lucas, man, his first double in the big leagues. And without a doubt in anybody's mind, the biggest at-bat, the biggest moment in his career. And the Blue Jays, more importantly, have a 4-3 lead now. Now we're going to the bottom of the 10th inning. Jordan Romano's going out there. And all I'm saying to myself is this. Jordan, you just got named to the All-Star game. Lock this thing down. And he goes out there, gets Riley Green to ground out his back to Jordan Romano, and he fires it on to Vladdy. Then he strikes out Spencer Torkelson. Then he gets Matt Vierling to ground out to Whit Merrifield to end the ball game and pick up save number 26 on the year. And isn't it crazy, everyone? How we bring up that dude has not gone scoreless. He's allowed a base runner in basically every outing in the last God knows how long. Jordan Romano's last 2 outings since we called him out, he has not allowed a base runner and struck out 5 guys in 2 innings. Wild stuff. Hell, actually, no, 3 straight, because that doesn't count today. Jordan Romano got it done, and the Blue Jays, like I mentioned, somehow, some way, get the win and end the informal first half of the year 50-41. So, the 9 games over 500 is that high watermark. They have not been 10 games over 500 this year. So, they are at 9 games above heading into the All-Star break. They have also, I don't care about the opponent, they've won, and I don't care how they won these games, they have won 5 of 6 going into the break. So, let's see. It's nice. It's a good way to go into the break, and especially with the way this game played out today and the way it ended, they needed this desperately. They got it. Now, you have a week, just under a week, to take it easy, reset, and come back on Friday against Arizona, against Gurriel and Gabby Moreno, and start this second half. Start this push. So, let's get to these team stats, shall we? Offensively, that's still not great. 5 hits total for the Blue Jays, 9 strikeouts. They walked 4 times, and one of those walks was Matt Chapman, who came around to score. Whit Merrifield went 2 for 5 in the game. He had a couple hits, obviously. 2-hit Whit, getting it done. Matt Chapman had a really good day. 1 for 2, scored 2 runs, and walked twice. He had a really, really good day at the plate. And Danny Jansen's 1 for, and Nathan Lucas is 1 for. Big time for both guys. All right, pitching-wise, Chris Bassett, as I mentioned earlier, was not that great. 4 innings, 9 hits allowed, 4 innings, 9 hits, 3 runs, all were earned, struck out 4, didn't walk anybody, but was 9 hits allowed. Not great for Chris Bassett today. But the bullpen locked it down. Trevor Richards, phenomenal as always. An inning and 2/3, 1 hit, 1 K. Brilliant stuff from him. Tim Mays, a clean inning, no base runners, couple strikeouts. Great job. Eric Swanson allowed a hit, nothing more in an inning and a third. He got a strikeout as well. Jimmy Garcia picks up the win. And again, Jimmy Garcia has been very, very good recently, and he goes into the All-Star break feeling phenomenal. He goes a clean inning, no base runners, and a couple strikeouts. And obviously, Jordan Romano goes an inning, no base runners, and a strikeout for save number 26 on the year. Jays fans, TO Sports Talk fans, this is the time of year for myself where I actually get a break. Not saying I don't want to make any videos for you guys, because obviously I do. I love doing it. It's a passion of mine doing this. But you guys know, with anything, there's times where you need to take a little bit of a breather. And at the end of this month, I will be going to Los Angeles like I was last year for the Jays and Dodgers this year. I went there last year with some friends and going back with some of them as well to see the Jays and Dodgers and spend the week there. So I don't know how videos are going to be like there. But I know there's no games on right now. So for the All-Star break, enjoy it, relax, enjoy the Derby, enjoy the game, enjoy not thinking about how stressful this team makes you, and just chill. All right? The Jays do come back on Friday, though, taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. I presume Kevin Gausman will get the start. They'll kind of line it up, obviously resetting the rotation, because Kevin Gausman is not going to the All-Star game, I believe he said that. So he'll probably be getting the ball. He will be getting the ball on Friday in Game 1 against Arizona, and we'll see what happens after that. But hey, it's going to be, here we go. This is the second half of the year. Let's get it rolling. You're 9 games over 500 with the Yankees loss and the Astros loss. The Jays are exactly where they were before yesterday's game. Sure, they lost a game to Baltimore with Baltimore's win yesterday, but every other thing that happened is exactly the way it was going into that game yesterday. Right? You're still 7 back of the Rays. You're a game up on the Yankees. You're tied with the Astros, and you have the season series. So you're in that same spot. You're okay. Let's see what they can do in the second half, all right? So you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the W today, because if you didn't, you're clearly not a Jays fan. But man, if it stressed you out as well, hit that like button because it did me. Hit the subscribe button, you guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you guys have not done so already, and I will talk to you guys, unless the Leafs or Raptors or Jays make a trade or something like that happens in the next week, I will be talking to you guys on Friday. Long ways away. But it's a nice little reset for myself, and then I can come back flying there on Friday for the second half of the season, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and the ending to this game. We'll talk to you guys then.